Hello and welcome. I am Bio, and today we are playing the final Godzilla game that we are playing in this set, and that is Godzilla for the PlayStation 3. This game also came out on the PlayStation 4. It was a kind of a little bit of a strange release, but I would say it was a tie-in with the 2014 film, but because it came out in Japan originally in 2014, but I don't think that's the case because that was a Western film. So, yeah, a little bit strange. But yeah, they decided to make a Godzilla game. So it's developed by NATSUME ATARI Incorporated, and it was published by Bandai Namco Games, released in July 2015 in the West. So it came out basically like a year later in the West. The crazy thing about this game is I owned this game at one point.
It was 60 years ago.
I actually owned this game. I owned the European physical PlayStation 3 version, and I traded it in because I didn't really enjoy the game.
A 50-meter tall kaiju that
When in reality, I wish I kept the game. Because now the game's worth a hell of a lot of money. It's like a copy of the PAL version of the game's like 150 quid now. It's ridiculous.
We know that Godzilla's claws and his powerful tail constitute his primary means of attack.
I mean, you got to think they actually did a dub for this game as well. In all fairness, like I remember like reading a lot of reviews for this game after the fact, after I actually owned the game, and it seems like all the Godzilla fans loved this game, but all like the normal people who just kind of wanted the same as what I got, you know, Melee, because it doesn't play anything like Melee really, were very disappointed. So that's why it's understandable why I didn't enjoy the game at the end of the day.
Grabbing hold of things is also well within his capability.
Oh, the temperature's going up.
This is all the biological data we currently have on record. But we know very little about how or why he possesses such unimaginable powers.
Because of radiation. I think the main issue everyone had was that the kaiju moved too slowly. That was the main issue. Which I get, really, you know. But like I said, it's clear that this game was made for a certain fan base at the end of the day. See, look. Clunky. I got Tower Destroyer trophy. You could probably figure out that I'm playing this on RPCS 3. So it works pretty well on RPCS 3, from what I see on the old compatibility list, which is good.
The first is G-energy. As a result of our studies, we discovered the very essence of Godzilla's life force and turned it into a powerful fuel for humanity.
Now there is a versus mode in this game, but there's no way I'm going to be playing the versus mode because it requires you to like play through a bit of the story mode and unlock some kaiju to do it.
Or anything of equal threat to mankind should ever appear again. G-force is there to remove the threat, and that's where you come in, ma'am.
As far as the public knows, G-Force is merely a response unit created to handle disasters. If you learn anything, you'll contact me immediately, correct? So now, after 60 years, there are signs that Godzilla has returned.
I'll give you the short explanation, ma'am. Should Godzilla ever appear again, we will need you and the cabinet to set the disaster level. We at G-Force will then respond accordingly.
So I'm ultimately responsible for our strategy to Godzilla. I will not hesitate to act, soldier, although it may very well cost me my political career.
Well, it happens sometimes. But the atmosphere that this game has is very good. I will admit that. The atmosphere is top notch. It's very, very good. It's just I never could get past the combat. The you know, here you go. Here's what you've got. Now we're at the main menu, and you've got it's got this diorama mode, which a lot of realistically, I can understand the appeal of for fans of Godzilla series. There's even a kaiju guide. There's evolution mode, which I can't remember what that does exactly. I think you basically just play through as Godzilla and level him up as he goes through and stuff. And then you got fight against wave after wave of kaiju. Strange. I was pretty sure there is a kind of... Was there a versus mode in this game? I have a feeling maybe there wasn't. Which is one of the things that might have annoyed me.
Picking up a strong signal. It's heading to the surface.
Well, you gotta think, what... Pretty much everyone in the West probably purchased this game for one or two reasons.
Godzilla?
Number one, they're already fans of Godzilla's, of the Godzilla games. I know, of the Godzilla series, my mistake, of the Godzilla series. Or number two, they're a fan of the old Godzilla games by Pipeworks Software. Sorry, by Pipeworks. So, to find that this plays nothing like that, probably, like me, I was a fan, not of Godzilla, but of Pipeworks Software's, Godzilla Destroy Monsters Melee game. I got this game, was like, yeah, Godzilla! I'm like, no, I don't play anything like it. I'm like, no likey.
Maybe Godzilla holds a grudge. After all, the reason he was born in the first place was... forgive me. I spoke out of turn.
It's fine. We need to consider all lines of thinking here. We are going to disaster level 1. We must protect our country.
It definitely is funny, though. Because look how small Godzilla is here. He is tiny. So you got to destroy the generators. So basically ignore everything and go for the generator ahead.
Godzilla has reached the data collection point.
Well, there's a little bit of a glitchiness here and there.
Godzilla has entered the data collection squad's area. We can switch to the video feed at the data collection point. Godzilla has reached zone 4.
Yeah, because Godzilla can get bigger.
Begin your assault.
But I just find the controls to be just jank. I'm sorry. I know he's...
Third squad. Begin your assault. All generators in the area are destroyed.
And there we go. We destroyed the generator. The other thing that kind of annoyed me about this game is like you can't see... Godzilla does have like a health bar, but you don't really see it.
Larger than when he came ashore, ma'am. It must be the purity of the matter he absorbed. It's accelerating his growth. You were right. He came ashore in search of food.
Incredible. But I doubt it'll be enough to satisfy 60 years of hibernation.
I wish we knew what Godzilla was thinking right now. Do you think he will search for another food source?
Probably.
When I have to worry about the people's doubts, I hope they don't call for my head. There's no one else in politics who's equipped to handle such difficult decisions.
Alright.
Where is Godzilla heading?
So we have two. We have two different ones we can do. We can do a hard one or an easy one. Let's do easy.
Our target is a fellow inhabitant of Earth. Compassion is key.
Okay, so now he's in charge. There's different prime ministers.
Godzilla has entered the area. He's going after the generator.
There's a lot of like
Give him
cutscenes
some
in this
food
game
to
as
chow
well.
on and he'll leave us be. He's no different from the family dog.
Godzilla has reached the data collection point. Godzilla has reached Zone 2.
Yeah, a bit difficult for me to. He's got no dodge button, so.
4th Squad, begin your assault.
Just-
The generator's power levels are at 0. It
Goodbye.
looks to have been completely destroyed.
Now we go for the next one. And this is basically most of the game. Pretty much just Godzilla going around destroying generators. I've seen quite a few reviews for this game. This is pretty much the entire game. I'm not even joking. I can understand why a lot of people didn't like this game.
Godzilla has entered the data collection squad's area. 5th Squad, begin your assault.
I knew that would do that. Oh my god, it's Godzilla. We'll tell you what would be a good game. Now, technically speaking, they have done it. Technically speaking, they have actually done it, but only on DS. There's Kaiju, there's like a Kaiju game I played back in the day, Kaiju powered. And basically what I'm saying is,
It's not Godzilla. ETA in 60 seconds.
boom.
Generator offline. Only one generator still operational.
Is if they made an Earth Defense Force game made by Sandlot, but had it so that
Godzilla has
because there was a game, there was a disaster report game that was made that had basically the same gameplay as Disaster Report but with kaiju, and I actually like the concept of that. Right, there we go. That's why I'm doing that, because I don't want to get that hurts me, I think. And then we grab.
an unidentified signal. Image coming in now.
Oh, is it a kaiju? Yep, it's Mothra.
No, there are more of them? The whole planet is in danger.
Mothra's appeared. So, if I remember correctly, we've now got to ignore that and fight Mothra. But technically speaking, by instinct, this is how Godzilla works anyway. And there we go. Now, like, Get out of here, Mothra.
The giant kaiju has been weakened.
There goes Mothra. I think we actually destroyed
The
the...
giant kaiju
Has
has
gone down, yeah.
down.
I think we actually destroyed the generator
He
as we
doesn't
were
think
fighting.
Too much to hope that if he defeats his enemy, he'll forget about the generator.
Alright, here we go. We're now going to go fight the generator.
Godzilla has destroyed all generators.
And there we go. That's all the generators gone. So as you can see, I just personally find the combat to be a little bit clunky. That's just me personally. Like, I can get it. And, I've seen quite a few reviews of this game, and I can get why people would like this game, but it's really not my kind of thing, if I'm honest. So, and I think I will kind of.
The evacuation of the area likely to be affected.
Right, I think I'm going to stop playing here, personally. But there's a few things we got to go over before we finish up. Now, as with the other Godzilla games, I did watch a Godzilla film before I played this, and I watched Godzilla vs Kong, the most recent one, and I thought it was an okay film. It was about as good as Kong Skull Island, if I'm honest with you. But it was nowhere near as good as Godzilla King of the Monsters. I'm sorry. I'll even go so far to say it wasn't as good as 2013 Godzilla film. So, a little bit disappointed in that regard. Still will go and see the fourth Godzilla film. I'm pretty sure they will make one. Pretty sure they've already announced they're making one, I think. In the theatres, because it's definitely something you need to see in the theatres. It's one of those films. So definitely, yeah. And, yeah, I don't think I have any more images to show you. I guess I could show you. I got two more images I can show you. So I did find another program. I found a program called Cray-Eon, which obviously, again, I put the Godzilla as fat in there, and I feel like it gave me a bit more funny pictures. There's definitely some funny ones in there, but he definitely looks quite fat in them, I will admit. And there is one other one, because I thought like Godzilla is fat, and then for some reason I remembered the thing from the line from South Park that Rob Schneider is a carrot. You may not be familiar with that reference, but for some reason it just popped into my head as I was doing these AI picture things, text to image. So I put in Godzilla as a carrot and got this. That top left image is fantastic. It is just so good. That top left image is so good. I like how the other three are pretty much like an interpretation of like, it's like there's a city and it's just a giant carrot going around and causing havoc. So I'm definitely going to use this Cray-Eon text to image software because it looks really good, and it doesn't have a limit. It doesn't have as far as I can tell, it doesn't have a stupid limit attached to it like some of the others do. So yeah, definitely some funny stuff. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the Godzilla series. We have got the ending to do, the outro to do for the Godzilla games, which should come out after this video shortly. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the series, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.